You stood before Ravenswood Manor, its towering spires and turrets reaching towards the moon like skeletal fingers. The once grand estate loomed above you, its grandeur and beauty slowly being consumed by the passing of time. As you entered the manor, you were greeted by Mr. Blackstone, the enigmatic host. His smile was warm and inviting, but you couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. "Mr. Blackstone, welcome, welcome, my dear guests. I'm so glad you could make it. Please come in, come in." You followed Mr. Blackstone into the manor, where you were greeted by the other guests. There was Sophia, a quiet and reserved woman with a passion for history, Matt, a charming and outgoing man with a love of mystery, and Emily, a bright and curious woman with a thirst for adventure. As the night wore on, you began to notice strange occurrences. Doors creaked open and shut on their own, and the sound of footsteps echoed down the hallway, even though no one seemed to be there. "Emily, I'm telling you, I saw something. I was walking down the hallway, and I saw a figure out of the corner of my eye. It was tall and gaunt, with eyes that glowed like embers. Mr. Blackstone? Don't be ridiculous, Emily. There's no one here but us. You must have seen a trick of the light, but you knew what you saw, and you knew that something was very wrong at Ravenswood Manor." Suddenly you heard a scream. It was Emily, and she was standing in the doorway of a room at the end of the hall. "Sophia, what is it, Emily? Emily, I found something terrible." You followed Sophia and Emily into the room, where you found a series of ancient artifacts and mysterious symbols etched into the walls. "Matt, what does it mean?" "Sophia, I don't know, but I think it's some kind of ritual." You realized that you were in grave danger. The forces of darkness were closing in, and you had to escape before it was too late. "Matt, we have to get out of here now." You, Matt, Sophia, and Emily made a run for it, dashing through the winding corridors of the manor. But the shadowy figures were hot on your heels. As you ran, you heard the sound of footsteps behind you, growing louder with every passing moment. You knew that you couldn't outrun them for much longer. That's when you saw a glimmer of hope. A small window high up on one wall, partially hidden by a tattered curtain. "Sophia, quick, Matt, can you reach that window?" Matt quickly grabbed a nearby chair and stood on it, trying to reach the window. Sophia and Emily helped him, pushing him up until he could grab the windowsill. As Matt pulled himself up, the door creaked and groaned, the wooden barricade splintering under the pressure. "Matt, go, go, go!" You followed him out the window. You dropped down from the window and sprinted across the lawn, the shadowy figures closing in behind you. You could hear the sound of footsteps behind you, but you didn't dare look back. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, you saw a glimmer of lights in the distance. It was the town and the safety of civilization. Rachel, one of your friends, was waiting for you in her car. She had arrived just in time to rescue you from the clutches of the shadowy figures. "Rachel, get in, get in!" You piled into her car. You sped away from the manor, leaving the darkness and terror behind. You finally felt safe, but you knew that the experience would haunt you forever. As you looked back at the manor, you could have sworn you saw a figure standing in the window, watching you escape. But it was just your imagination, wasn't it?